So, what is up, guys? It looks like it's time to go over some of the Kagero reveals. I believe this is definitely the last stuff that they have to show us today and tomorrow. So, let's see what we're dealing with. Flame Emperor, Dragon King, Root Flare Dragon, Generation Break 2. They fixed it. They actually buffed it. It's not bound by you have to ride this on a second turn. Now it's just you Persona Blast and you're good to go. I like it. Generation Break 2, once return, G Persona Blast, choose one of your opponent's rear guards, and retire all of your opponent's rear guards in that same column as that unit. Since it has the word all in it, it means it can kill resist. So Kageros will be able to bypass resist if, and only if, your opponent has a G1 in the back of that resist unit. So, with that being said, that means they have to play smarter. They can't put a booster in the back of that unit, because if they do, they risk losing it in the long run. And they suffer the 3 attack damage from Kageros. Interesting enough, that's actually pretty good. I mean, now Kageros looks good. But sadly, you got to pull 4 of this a-hole. And we don't know how many GRs are in one box yet. But we'll know. We'll know. But this card is very, very, very important. Especially during those resist turns. With all those G2 resists, it just means it limits your opponent's board, in a sense. Because, A, with all the resist units, there's usually a booster in the back, but your opponent has to play really smart and keep those boosters away from the resist units so they don't lose an intercept that can protect them for game. So that is good. I like that. Also, it's a thinking game, so now you know Kageros automatically have this. You have to play smart with your resist units now. It's not you can just go unga bunga, play the card, you're good to go. Root Flare is definitely a scary ass dragon. Energy Flame Ethonic. When your opponent's rear guard is retired by your card effect. Puts the unit soul in countercharge too. So plenty of ways to countercharge. But this effect, this Generation Break effect, isn't even bound by CB. This card is probably for the other guy, Mustafa. At best, it's for Mustafa and when you stride, etc. But at least if you stride this, the most EB you're spending is 1 for the Blade Master and the free from this. That's about it. So you only did 1 CB to retire pretty much a field at best, but you retired all the front rows. So I like Root Flare. Root Flare's very, very pogs. I like his setup now. They buffed him, and that is a start. I like it. Defy the resist, it's all Gucci. The only thing this doesn't stop, again, is the destruction effect. So like I said, Saint Blow Dragon's still stopping bullshit from this. But like I said, Saint Blow's limit is G2s. And obviously you'll just kill G1s at best. Never forget, that's the whole point of Garma. These retire effects, if they're not attacks like Brawlers, then no. If they're this, then yeah, you can only kill the G1s during that turn. You gotta watch out for Saint Blow. Saint Blow is pretty much the counter attack to Root Flare at the end of the day. They also revealed Hulk Roar Dragon, which we did go over. When your opponent's rear guard is retired by your opponent's card, by your card effect, you CB2, then choose another card. Again, more ways, CB3, retire 2 front rows, etc. But Mustafa's going to countercharge anyways. So Kageros just pretty much are eliminating front rows, period. That's pretty much their godly gimmicks, like Narukami's with the intercept snipers, but Kageros is just, you know, this and that. Only issue with this card, it has to be on field. When you stride, you're doing all the effects already. But I'm pretty sure this one is when you just G%, so you can do that effect afterwards. So obviously some of the stride units aren't bound by if you stride, do this effect. The only Blade Master would go off, and then this card would go off. But then Hulk Roar doesn't really do anything, I guess, in the end. Because you already did all the retiring with the CB1 and the free retire. I mean, I guess you're board controlling. Something like that. Mustafa. Jabad. Hey, we went over Jabad. Oh, did they increase it? Jabad. Yeah, Jabad is just a 3K, 12K B6. It's actually the same effect as TCG. So Jabad kind of kept his 12K beat stick route, which is good. Because again, you never know. I'm surprised he didn't get resist, actually. But yeah, it's okay. Kagros don't deserve resist, I guess. Only in their forerunners, maybe. But Root Flare Dragon. That's actually really good. The fucked up part is you need 4. That's the only screwed up part. You're going to need 4 of this just to, you know, be consistent with your gameplay. This, it's not so bad, actually. You're minusing a booster, but it's not so bad. But that's why I think that's why you're going to have Jabad, because you countercharge 2 and then you swing with a 12k beat stick. I mean, I think the deck might just be like, oh, here's a bunch of 12ks and stuff. I mean, that's why they have the 6k, that power crease if you retire something. So again, you have ways to attack without boosters. So this wouldn't really hurt you besides you countercharge. But keep in mind, they did just introduce the Soul Blast 2 countercharge unit for Kagros recently. So they actually are getting their F15 countercharger. Again, many ways you can do things. I don't know if I would even run this if the CB2 unit actually exists. But we G1 lineup could be tight though. It's gonna be up in the air. But at least Blade Master feels a lot better when it comes to Root Flare. I like that. Hulk Roar, could be good. A lot of resources. I mean, you're wasting like CB3 in a sense, I guess, depending. But I'm pretty sure you won't be spending that much CB. I mean, I think Hulk Roar doesn't really even like go off. And that's why, actually, he's a common. Yeah, no wonder. Okay, good. That makes more sense. It's just a common card. Okay. Because the game knows you're already going to do the retire with Blade Master and Root Flare, or you're going to do it with Mustafa. Obviously, they're just saying this card is like, eh. But Jabad, I actually would probably run Jabad, I guess, for those 12k attacks, because you never know when you need a 12k attacker without a booster. So there's a lot of options there for Kagros. Good to know. But Root Flare, very sexy. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Y'all be good. Y'all stay safe. We'll see y'all another time. Peace out.